Ninth running of the Brooksie Way, this year taking place on Sunday, September 25th. Next year is our 10th race, believe it or not, and it's going to be a big one. By next year, over 50,000 runners and walkers will have crossed our start and finish line on the grounds of OU. But there's so much more to promote about this year's race, and I'm happy to do that with you this morning. First of all, of course, we're very happy to be here in this beautiful venue of the OU Recreation Center. Oakland University is the host location of the Brooksie start and finish lines. Our 10K and 5K races run through this beautiful campus, and our really exciting post-race party takes place in the Meadowbrook Music Festival grounds, now known as Meadowbrook Amphitheater. And on behalf of my entire Brooksie team, I'd like to extend a thank you to OU, and especially Campus Recreation Director Greg Jordan. Greg, are you here at the moment?
No, I'm not here.
No, he's not here. Well, if Greg were here, I would tell him we're very thankful that he is an honorary, drafted, and adopted member of the Brooksie Way. So thank you so much for your hospitality this morning. And speaking of this beautiful venue, the very first activity on race weekend is always our Health and Fitness Expo. It takes place right here in the gym below where we are now and features over 60 vendors and draws nearly 6,000 visitors every year. Now, as I mentioned, this will be the 9th running of the Health Plus Brooksie Way on November 25th. Just last month, readers of MLive named our half marathon course one of the top 5 most beautiful courses in the state of Michigan. And that's very intentional because we wanted to showcase the natural beauty along our course of the Clinton River and Paint Creek trails. And our next headline is, by popular demand and a runner survey that we did after last year's race, we will be returning to our original half marathon course, which has been vacant and not in use due to the road construction taking place within the area. This year we are back on Tinkin Road, where we'll be on Tinkin for a stretch, then we'll go north and we'll be on Dutton for a stretch. And my course navigator guru is here today, Joe Baldwin. If you have any questions, or for the media, if you'd like to know anything about the return to our new or original course, Joe is your man to ask questions. And we have a rendering of this original course right here. And this course is the reason that we have been consistently named one of the most beautiful half marathon courses in the state. Now, for the main event this morning, we have a very special announcement regarding the very name of the Brooksie Way. And for that big announcement, I would like to introduce the founder of the Brooksie Way, Chairman of the Brooksie Way Board of Directors, Oakland County Executive Al Brooks Patterson.
Good morning, everybody. I feel I have to always explain when I come into a room like this why I'm in a wheelchair. About going on 46 months ago, I was in a horrific accident and still recovering. I thought I'd be well by now, but your bones don't heal as fast when you're 32. I got to give a little bit of the history of the Brooksie Way, and my name is Bob. I'll tell you how. Back when I gave my state of the county address in 2007, it was on, I think, the 7th of February that year, and I brought up the idea of having a half marathon in Oakland County, where 1.2 million people, that's double the size of Genesee. They've had this race up there for 30 years, the term races. I said, well, heck, if they can do it, we can do it. So I announced that night that I'd like to do a race based on what our neighbors to the north have had now for so many years. That's have a half marathon. And what I knew about racing was, I thought you get 3,000 of your closest friends, put them in the field and fire a gun, everybody runs like hell. It's a lot more complicated than that. luckily, we were able to attract as our first race director. She remains in that very important role today as that person who's good at the mic. And we've had a history now with the whole, this is going to be our 9th year for the Health Plus Brooksie Way. And let me go back to the origins. At that speech, when I brought up the fact I was going to have a half marathon, that was on the 7th. My son Brooks came up to me afterwards. He was in the audience. He was a young man at the time, probably 27. And he said, Dad, I'm going to run that race. I said, I hope so. So 3 days later, he was on a snowmobile and got T-boned by another snowmobile and was killed. So he never got a chance to run the race. And at the funeral, my son-in-law gave the eulogy. And he said, you know, he was talking, the church was packed, 2,000 people. And he was saying to the audience in the church, and mostly the kids his age, if you go up there and you do rock climbing, go for the steepest part of the mountain. And do it the Brooksie way. Or if you're going to go skiing, go for the deep snow, the power snow. Ski the Brooksie way. If you're going to go kayaking, go for the rapids, do it the Brooksie way. And the refrain was, of course, the Brooksie way. Well, I had put together some tentative committee, people that I knew, great guys here at the Paul, the Morning Sword, running gear. So I'd already begun several people who were in running, who had been marathoners and so forth. So we had our first meeting about 2 weeks after we buried our son, and the committee said, let's name the race after our son, Brooksie. So Brooksie Way, and hence that's the origin of the race. As I said, we've been doing it now for, this will be our 9th year. It's been exciting to watch the numbers grow from the first race and to the second and third. And every year we've been able to add new runners. And I don't think it's going to be different this year. Going back to the original course, gets us off of the Dutton, the hill they call Dutton Incline. Get us back on the original course, which is popular. And actually, I think we put out something like 5,400 runners and walkers. And I'm convinced we can beat that this year. But we can kick it up to the 6,000 range. And every year grow, because it has turned out now to be one of the most popular half marathons in the state. And we're actually getting some national attention. And so it's a matter of time before we're well established as one of the premier running events in the country. So I've got to thank my committee, got to thank Deb, I've got to certainly thank all of our sponsors, and the Health Plus have been with us and shared. Kelly, over down the wall representing Health Plus. She's been a key for us to have the support, the significant underwriting, as you might imagine, to be the sponsor. And we're going to have a new sponsor this year. I'm speaking of a gentleman who I have the pleasure of introducing, DeAndre Lipson, who is the Vice President of Marketing and Community Outreach at Health Alliance Plan, the Brooksie Way new sponsor. HAP.
Today I'm pleased to announce that the Brooksie Way will be the HAP 5K Challenge race this fall. So you can expect to see a lot of orange shirts running the 5K later this year. HAP members will start training in July, and come September, we'll see how many runners and walkers we can add to this year's race. It'll be fun to watch. Brooks, thank you for all that you do for the community. Most of all, thank you for your commitment to the health and well-being of the lives that this race touches each year.